And we're live.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey, let's move this chat over as well. So how does this sound? This is, as you can see, there's no mic stands in front of us.
Amazing.
So we are just doing this. We'll put this over the Dark Sun art. There we go. That's good, good.
I gotta not adjust my tie with a little button mic there. Hey.
Yeah, right. Don't do your Rodney impression. All right.
Wow.
So yeah, are we getting doubling? Yeah, Chris is back. Yes, back from the dead.
Yep.
Or wait, back from GenCon? Is that where you've been hiding this whole time? It was a
wish
ruse.
not.
A ruse. So you're out of can't hear Chris.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Is the microphone turned on?
Okay, here, wait. Let me go. Let's go this way. Okay. How is that?
How's that?
Yeah. Are we doubling? It sounds like we're doubling on my headphones.
It says I sound very distant.
Oh.
Maybe I'm being picked up on that microphone?
No, they're unplugged. There's nothing plugged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all gone.
I meant like your little button mic.
Oh yeah, let me boost this.
I'm very far away, everybody.
Oh yeah, it should. Oh yeah, no, but I tested it with both. Did I just turn them off now? This should be good. How about this?
Oh, it says better.
Oh, that was better. Okay. Okay, there we go. How does it sound on the phone? Sorry, a little technical check here.
Huh, well, we seem to...
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it's
Seems
not.
to be coming through. Okay.
Yeah, it's not doubling. Yeah,
Cool.
so
No
maybe
doubling.
just yes. Good.
Chat says it's better. Thanks a lot, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Best chat in podcasting history.
Yes,
I guess.
Exactly. So how's the textbook going there? You got a PDF at least?
I got the second proof back today from the printer.
Hmm.
I'm just like, oh man, that is a drag, man. Anyway.
Well, how about an RPG? We want to do like a 500-page RPG book. Are you up for it?
No. You know what? If I were doing it by myself,
Mhm.
all right, fine. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You got a lot of input and yeah. People with no clue what they're talking about giving you
God.
giving you
Yeah.
references.
Yeah. Yeah. Design stage when you're laying stuff out. That's not the time to make like content changes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wanted to like, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to be back.
Yes. Yeah. Glad to have you back. Yeah, so this week we'll be just doing all GenCon.
All GenCon?
All GenCon
all the time.
News. Yeah, because we were late on it. It was like happening, when we were doing the weekly last week.
Right.
But yeah, this week we don't have. And I think I've got this sensitivity on super tip turned down to where it needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it overly sensitive?
Yeah,
People
it was
cry or
it was
something?
overly sensitive. Yes.
Okay.
No lake having stupid in the middle of nowhere, Indianapolis Con.
Sorry.
Yikes.
One more time. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Come on. Not so loud, Gary. All right. See if he...
Con? More like no lake having stupid in the middle of nowhere, Indianapolis Con.
Hey, there we go. All right. So feel free to try that out. I finally got... Yeah, because it was registering. If you said boy, that was sexual content. If you said, anything real mild stuff like don't like, it said, oh, that's hate speech. Yeah, so I think I got the filter all.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, I think it were just being hypersensitive. Their whitelists and blacklists were very odd.
All right.
But yeah, so I think we're all set. So give that a try if you want. So we've got Gary Gygax, we've got Tolkien, and we've got
Can I make Gary Gygax say that D&D sucks?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah,
all right.
you can.
I'm not going to waste time on it now. Although it'll be time well spent.
Yes.
All right.
You could, in fact, make him say D&D.
D&D.
Hello, this is Gary Gygax, and I was created for the weekly.
Yay! Only we have him now. His soul is encased. All right. Yeah. So, what's going on? So, anything interesting that you heard about from GenCon or any game stuff? Because there's a lot of
giant gated D&D community. They're pulling the magic whatever stupid vault thing. You're just like,
but you're going to be inside of it, and then it's just going to be Fortnite. That's the thing that sucks is they're just doing all this licensing shenanigans.
Yeah. That's all I've heard. Haven't really paid attention to much beyond that.
Yeah, I didn't hear any updates of like much smaller. I did kind of so this week we'll talk about how did I have this set up here? This week we'll talk about Dungeons and Dragons, or so WotC, Paizo, Free League, and the rest. So that's what the Professor,
That's about it.
Marianne,
and the rest. Yeah. Well, it's like I said before, whenever people list things, we have A, B, C, and a lot more. I'm like, that's the end of the list. Like, you've reached the end. There is no more.
Yes.
So D&D, Paizo, Free League, and the others.
Yes. No, sorry. Yeah. I wasn't sure. But there's some stuff that's odd. I can't. There's moves being made, obviously, by the kind of the lower tier
Embracer
publishers.
Group.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to end up with, but yeah. But that's should be fine. Oh yeah, that's right. The Broken Empires. Matt was saying their book is up to 650 pages. It's gonna be deadly.
Okay.
It's gonna be a deadly tome. No splitting it up.
Planning to kill people with that?
Yeah, right. All right. Well, let's get going for this week. And
right.
Yeah, so hopefully the audio stuff will work out.
Well, no one has claimed it.
Yeah.
Or we have fixed it.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully this will be a thing. And what this will do is also make our wargaming and stuff, so we don't walk away from microphones when we're
doing now it's attached to us.
Table. Yes, yeah. Now
I feel like Iron Man over here, or Tony Stark with this thing. Right?
You have no choice but to be heard. Yeah, just don't go to the toilet.
No, I'm not. No.
Or we'll hear, I killed them all. It's like, wait a minute, wait, what? Confessions of triple murder. All right, so let's get started for this week. I gotta be careful with clearing my throat. Welcome to the weekly. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And before we get started, your last chance, I think we're down to a few hours for the Bundle of Frogs. That's a physical bundle for Pathfinder 2E. Your Swampy Mires of the Bog Bottom. The Mammoth Chronicles are still going. So it's 131 premium fantasy STLs, all connected to 9 different 5e adventures. And also finally the, what is it called? Rivers and Fjords. So this is a Chaosium collection of all their basic roleplay. So I'll give you the universal game engine for basic roleplay, both basic roleplay creatures, Age of Vikings, and Rivers of London. So kind of everything they've released for that.
Rivers and Fjords. Okay.
Yep. So if you're interested in that, all of that's available. So yeah, check out the links, and that helps support the channel with a little bit of affiliate. But this week on the weekly, our GenCon post-mortem, so white people with metabolic syndrome, but they're leaving the hobby any year now, so just get ready for that. Soon GenCon will just be this wasteland because the white people will have turned to their mothership. So we will be covering Dungeons and Dragons, Paizo, Free League, and the rest. Some smaller announcements from the lower tiers.
And the rest. The C tier.
All right, so hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's the list. Yeah, so the biggest presence seemed to be Wizards of the Coast with Dungeons and Dragons. They first announced Arcana Unleashed, not unearthed, unleashed. So it's the 90s all over again.
Well, you gotta unearth it and then unleash.
Oh, right, that's right. So 8 subclasses, 33 spells, 10 backgrounds, 29 feats, and 47 magical items to throw on the pile. Plus Deadfall, a magical espionage campaign adventure. So that's coming out next month, September 15th. And then they had some odd news about D&D Beyond. So D&D Beyond is going to be kind of doing a deal with Looking for Games. LFG is a website. So it'll be dndbeyond.com/LFG. So looking for group. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So start playing .games is who D&D is partnering with, and they're, I guess, a service that's maybe a per game or subscription service where you can look for games either in a physical game in a location or something online. So now this is being integrated with D&D Beyond, so you can it'll have 3 functions. First, finding in-person stuff near you, so just based on probably GPS or zip code, and also partnering. Yeah, so you get a discount with the start playing .games. So your first, which connects you to, so that their service is more for hire DMs. So it's more,
Okay.
it's connecting you with, so you're going to have to pay their service, or then maybe they take a piece of the pay the DM fee. Who knows? If you register, maybe they take a piece. But your first game will be 99 cents.
I wonder what kind of cut they take.
I know. And finally, you'll be able to this isn't happening yet, but there should be Discord integration soon. So for finding online games.
I mean, I know for hire DMs seem to be kind of like a contentious thing, right? And my stance is like, someone hiring themselves out as a DM is not preventing you from running a home game.
Yeah,
right? I see lots of people say, "Oh, I do this for free." Like,
right. Yeah.
Cool. That's a hobby. I'm glad you're enjoying your hobby. If people are skilled enough to turn it into a source of income, kudos to them.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and it's it can't be a heck of a lot of fun because you're just playing with randos all the time.
Well, I mean, that's the thing too. Like. It does become a job. Like I'm running Monster of the Week this weekend, right? I'm not charging anybody.
Oh,
I could.
Yeah,
I could, right? I suppose I don't know.
The room is, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we're all paying a fee to like rent the space, right?
Right.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Yes. So that's an interesting subject, and I wonder if they're going to embrace that. Start to have their own official. Can you imagine like official D&D DMs?
I can't.
That might already be a thing.
It might already be a thing. It's kind of already a thing for people who make third-party content, right? Because you're not allowed to use Owlbear or whatever, or Mindflayer, or wherever the heck it is when you make your stuff. But if you go through like the drive-through RPG, whatever thing, if you go through all their channels, you're allowed to use that stuff. So I would not be surprised to see some kind of, if you go through our service to become a paid GM, you'll have access to these things and sucks to everyone else, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Yeah, they're already, like Roll20 already kind of does that with the tiers that you have to pay to get like full access to everything,
right? To
actually be a completely functional GM in Roll20. But anyhow, let's move on to Universes Beyond, which is the Fortnitification of the brand. So D&D is
going to call Fortnitification instead of Inshitification.
Yeah, right. It's a synonym.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So yeah, basically Hasbro's, all their IPs are just going to be cranked through. So D&D will be unrecognizable with all this crap. But first, they're going to start easy. They're going to start, nice and gentle before we get to all the nonsense. So currently coming, and their biggest announcement was World of Warcraft. So you're getting adventures in Azeroth through D&D. So you'll have the 11 species, the 9 subclasses. So basically they're saying that you can play any class race combo from World of Warcraft in D&D now. So 30 dungeon bosses, stat blocks, 60 new spells, and 50 new monsters. And then this is also going to be, to be a physical book. I'm sure a lot of people will just play digitally, but this will be a physical book with a DM screen and a pack of Ice Crown Citadel maps with 2 packs of miniatures coming. And if those are from WizKids, good luck with that. Good luck with the quality. But all that's coming out November 17th, so still this year. Star Wars is coming to D&D, so we're getting Season of Rebellion. So they're not talking a lot about this because this doesn't come out until late next year. But what does that mean for Fantasy Flight? So there's still physical books being produced by Fantasy Flight. Yeah, they handed it off to a company that Asmodee or whoever still owns, and they've got the publishing rights. So
what system is that?
The magical
Genesis thing?
Yeah, Genesis, like magical read the dice. So those are still in print. So I don't know what's happening with the license, but they're also giving a license to Wizards to do this. But maybe that'll be the timing. Asmodee will announce, "Oh, this is dead," and then D&D will say, "Hey, if you want to play Star Wars."
Well, I don't know how those kind of contracts work, but I mean, it's not like IPs are monogamous, right? Like, there's no reason why.
But I don't think, why would you pay a license fee if you're competing with something in the marketplace? You wouldn't license, something to every single.
Okay, yeah. I see how, from like a business perspective, you would go, we already have an RPG. Why would we license a second one? But then I think you could go like, oh, this is D&D, or like this is Hasbro, WotC. Like, okay,
you can't compete with them anyhow.
Right, you can't compete with them anyway. Like this contract with the remnants of Fantasy Flight, Asmodee, whatever, is nearing the end of its thing. Sure, give it to Hasbro.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what's going to happen. We'll see. And Wizards of the Coast has published D20 Star Wars before, so this is not.
I mean, they had their old kind of 3. I never played it. Didn't want to play it. They had their old 3.5 stuff or 3, right?
They did stuff for quite a while, all the way into the prequel trilogy. They were doing stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But that is not all. So this doesn't really fall under Universes Beyond, but classic settings are returning, and they're putting a big kind of label on this. And of course, that classic setting. Hint, hint. Oh, you can't see it behind the chat. Dark Sun.
If you're at all, you know what that twin sword giant thing there is. Yeah.
So, and they had the executive producer for D&D announce this, and let's just say he's not the most
charismatic,
masculine guy. So you had this guy kind of very delicately saying, "Yay, Dark Sun," and it was really odd. It's like, it's going to be so violent and so bloody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's not kind of the spokesperson I think they should have used. It was a little weird.
So they needed Joe, what's his face?
Yeah, well, yeah.
From Death Saves.
Yeah, they brought him out too late. But so they're promising this is going to be mature content. The executive producer said, it's going to be shrink wrapped on the shelves. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. I mean, are there going to be books on the shelves? Well, they said
it, right?
Yeah.
Or it's going to be the shrink wrapped something on the shelf that you open up. It's all just blank pages.
It's just gonna be a code.
Yeah, a code. Yeah,
just a code. Yeah, register this on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
So this is their they're going to do content warnings and everything, and they don't want any kids to accidentally open this, see the ampersand, and say, "Oh, this is safe." There's going to be dwarves baking scones in here. Oh my God! I don't think that's going to happen. But of course, they're going to reintroduce the Scion class. So psionics are back. And they tried to do this, I guess, early in 5th edition's lifespan, but they ended up just doing kind of psychic-themed subclasses. But pure psionics are back for Dark Sun. But also classic settings. Luke Gygax, they give a little bit more detail. This is also happening late 2027. They didn't give a date. Yeah, it'll be sometime in 2027 for Dark Sun. They don't know. It's going to correspond with some wacky season thing they make.
The season of maturity.
Right. So, but for Dark Sun, the 2 books that are coming out are Dark Sun: Edge of Oblivion, which is going to be the setting expansion, and Dark Sun: Blood and Power, which will be the gameplay expansion. But they'll also do a special limited edition of the Player's Handbook for 5.5e with a Dark Sun cover, so you can have a set that matches. The contents are going to look ridiculous inside.
Wait, okay, so it's a new cover for the Player's Handbook if you want the heavy metal edition of the Dark Sun. With the content unchanged.
Yep, they'll still be all
It's a setting book?
Yep, a setting book and then the gameplay expansion.
Wow.
Because I guess you're going to have to use the base rules plus, bolt-on stuff. I don't know, whatever they're going to do.
All right.
And we've got Greyhawk. So Luke Gygax is bringing us Greyhawk, and it's going to be Greyhawk: Crown of the Witch Queen, a 160-page hardcover, villain-focused, centering on Drelsna, the vampire daughter of Igwilds.
Okay.
Yes, who is also known as Tasha, which is much easier to pronounce.
Okay.
And that's going to give you a DM screen, a map pack, and all that kind of same physical stuff. And but D&D itself seems to be, they're kind of handing it off now. So we lost their in-house development when we lost Jeremy Crawford and what's his face, and so now they say that they're just basically going to be handing it off. So Forgotten Realms is going to be handled by Kobold Press. Ghostfire Gaming is going to handle Ravenloft, and Visionary Productions is going to handle Eberron content from now on, which means people forgot about the OGL debacle. And Kobold Press is going to have to just throw away all that work that they did on their, what was it? Not Drosteel, the other one, like Heroes Up Front.
Was it like Black Flag thing?
It was originally Project Black Flag, and then the name that they came out with was like, okay. So they're going to be doing just like they did in early days of 5e. They're going back to just letting people that are better at it do the game
Youch!
content.
Tell us how you really feel about them.
But then it happened. Dungeon master and well-known celebrity, actor, director, producer, writer, Joe Manganiello took center stage at this so he has been officially named. He has a position now at D&D. He is Chief Creative Officer of D&D Icons. And so Icons is this new, like, you know, celebrity, all the people that that have name recognition are coming back. So he announced this, and you know, they're going to go back the 50 years of D&D and just pull names. So why are they doing this? So what's the Icons? They're trying to do? So basically they're trying to get the young people to know the stuff the old people did. So kind of bridging the generations of D&D to try to sell stuff, you know, that they used to sell.
On chat, Tales of the Forgettable. I mean, Tales of the Valiant. Yeah, that's what it was.
Tales of the Valiant, that's right. So Dragonlance is coming back. So Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman are doing a brand new Dragonlance TTRPG product after their frustrations with Wizards.
It's weird how people just keep kind of like, man, Wizards screwed us over. Oh, they're offering us a deal again. Okay, let's go back. Like, yes. I guess, hey, money talks, right?
Right. And yeah, of course, we talked about Luke Gygax is the name, bringing back. He is going to. They're tapping him to directly kind of take a look at never before seen unfinished creative material and notes left behind by Gary Gygax. And I guess
God, how many times can you like beat that fucking corpse? Jesus.
But one of those things will, of course, be the Greyhawk Crown of the Witch Queen. And of course, R.A. Salvatore is back with more Dritz. So Dritz Legacy. So I guess
no one plays like what are you gonna do? You all gonna play Dritz?
You could go to Dritz's apartment, you know, check out his fluorescent fungus.
I want to know what scraps are left like unmined in this Gary Gygax notebook. What is it like a receipt from like 1978 that has like a couple words scroll on the back of it that you're gonna spin out into a whole book? Jesus.
Yes, so that's kind of what's coming under Icons, and that was their big announcement, and Joe's going to head that all up, but then also his death save.
Oh, you mean store brand Morkborg?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yes.
That's what it is.
So D&D, yeah. So he's going to do his setting, his Morkborg for D&D, and I guess they did an actual play. I didn't see any streams of it, but there was supposed to be an actual play of it. So yeah, he has a clothing brand named Death Save,
which I thought was defunct or not had anything for a while.
Right.
Anyway,
and now it's a setting. So yeah, so Joe is back, and he's one of the names under the Icons label, and so we'll see. I mean, who knows how long how many people can they bring back that are even interested in working?
Many as the whales keep paying for.
Right. All right. Well, that's enough D&D talk.
No, it's not quite. I saw something on Blue Sky because only jerks are still on Twitter. Like, hey, looking at you, Joe, and your death saves nonsense, right? Someone pointed out that for Dark Sun. It seems like there wasn't any mention of kind of the very now topically relevant theme of Dark Sun, which is environmental disaster and desertification because of like basically the mining of these magical powers by these incredibly greedy overlords.
Right. That's
that's the whole point of Dark Sun, right? Like, and then they're like, it's going to be super ultraviolet. Like, missed the point, Chief. You missed the point of Dark Sun, right? Anyway.
Yeah, and they got some magic artists to do the book covers and stuff, and it just looks like magic art. Like, it doesn't have, there's so many artists that are just doing all the swirly, wacky card art because there's so much magic cards being produced.
You mean like SpongeBob?
Yeah. So it just kind of looks, not that really that interesting, and it doesn't have an overall cohesive look. I mean, Brahm and Baxa are both still working artists, and they wouldn't even talk to them to even do a cover or whatever. That's insane. Because I had these magic artists, they're probably paying them not that much. So they probably said, would you like to do a cover of a book? We're not going to pay you more than for card art, but it's going to be on the cover of the book. Yeah, so we'll see. I think they're going to fumble this, and then it'll be the last straw.
Well, let's check their track record there, Jeremy. No fumble detect. Yeah, all right.
So we'll see. But that was all, and it just presentation after presentation of, oh, good luck with
Well, I
that.
mean, isn't that what Gen Con is?
Mhm.
Like it's oh sorry, it's not the Gary Gygax one, but it's like that. I thought that's how it started. And it's like everything's going to be WotC and D&D, right?
Right.
Not surprised.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Paizo was there, and Paizo talked
Laid
about
off a bunch of people.
they were going like this the whole time, asking for donations. No, they were actually talking about 13 Omens, which is really different. There's details now about the system, and it's a really different game from anything Paizo has done before. So this is Jason Bullman and Joe Piscini. They're rules light, kind of supernatural horror tabletop RPG that they're producing under Paizo's publication. So it's going to be, not high fantasy, heavy crunch. It's rules light, atmospheric horror. So the premise is a dark reflection. The game is set in the modern world plagued by horrifying specters, bloodthirsty killers, cursed environments, and occult secrets. It's designed for one-shots. So you're specifically going to have like a tight, fast-paced narrative arc in 3 acts. No pre-made characters needed, though. Each adventure, each kind of scenario will have character archetypes that it will kind of that'll be tailored for. So you'll need this kind of investigator or whatever, and so you'll be allowing the players to kind of build and launch their character right at the start of the session. You're not going to have to read a bunch of pre-gens. You can just say, I want to play this type of character, and then you just start making him as it plays. So very unique mechanics. The dice are in a shared bag, and the escalating tension will be, so this is a shared dice pool, and at the start everything in the bag is safe, but as it progresses, danger mounts. Night progresses, omen dice of different colors are added into the bag, driving up the chances of catastrophic failure or worsening the terror. So the game master doesn't roll dice. They're called the host in the rules, and their sole focus is to drive the narrative, raise the tension, and manage the threats as players are pulling dice from the bags to make checks. So at GenCon, Paizo did a preview edition, so a limited kind of preview edition rulebook. And
I'm sure it's going for a gangbuster.
Yeah, I'm sure. So check eBay or wherever. And a preview adventure titled Bequeathed, a 13 Omens story. And also, of course, this is what's going to be selling the specialized Omen dice.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, sounds interesting. And then I don't know how I feel about that dice bag thing. I mean, I have played a couple board games where, like, managing the tokens that went into the bag and kind of that choice of whether you're increasing the chances of pulling something bad for this one, or okay, let's spread it around. And then it was interesting. I don't know how I feel about it for a role-playing game.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be great. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not immediately sold and go, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. Because I was a bit cynical and I thought, oh, so they're going to have like a special dice bag and special dice. Right. Okay, and there it is. Yeah, of course, right?
The special dice bag. Yeah, so they're going to do crowdfunding for this game on Kickstarter coming up fall of this year. Okay. And they also announced another little note. Paizo is going to do Invaders of the Dark. So this is going to be this big tentpole campaign that is going to bridge Pathfinder and Starfinder, allowing the players to mix sci-fi and fantasy elements as this alien force invades Golarion.
It's basically the same system, so okay, fine.
Yeah, and it's supposed to kind of be happening in just different eras of this this universe. But so interesting. I'm glad to see that they're actually going to try something different, and it'd be cool if they had some success, because Paizo, they don't do a lot of crowdfunding, do they? Because they've got the kind of their players. I don't think they've done a ton of it, so it'll be interesting if this is a new thing for them, so they're going to actually start branching out from their kind of basic two games.
Well, good luck to them. I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, they'll
maybe they're reading the writing on the wall, going, we can't compete with this giant D&D walled garden, so let's go make some other stuff.
Well, speaking of walled gardens, Free League is going to give it a try.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I can't quite understand this. I guess I need to go to the website and make an account and register this to see how this works. But Free League Unbound is their digital platform, and it's being built by Adam Bradford, who was the co-founder of D&D Beyond before that became claimed by WotC. And I think Demiplane is also his kind of engineering as well. I think one of the other systems is, but it's digital tool sets. So so the intent for this is to sidestep the consumer pitfalls of kind of digital everything, allowing players to download permanent PDFs of what they purchase so they truly own their digital books.
Okay.
And but okay, that has to go on a hard drive, right, or a flash drive or something, or a phone. So yeah, so the key features will be ownership, so PDF integration. So anything that they're trying to alleviate digital anxiety by letting you just come to this app and you can download the PDF. So even if you don't have an internet connection, you have the PDFs, which takes space on your hard drive or your phone.
Yeah.
So, okay. But so ensuring you always have access, even if it's offline. There'll be cross-system validation that will allow things that you already own or PDF copies of rulebooks to eventually, they don't talk about how they're going to do this, but be unlocked digitally via redemption codes.
Okay.
So maybe proof of purchase or something. Sorry. But that could be a whole mess. Cross-device digital readers and compendiums. So it's going to be able to be read on any digital device, desktop, phone, mobile, anything. So rules lookups and stuff will become easier because everybody can look at the same thing, and they're not searching a PDF. They're actually doing a keyworded compendium that might be faster. And they have already an early access lineup of just the One Ring and the superhero one, Invincible. So right now, One Ring and Invincible are up there. And the thing that is frustrating about the One Ring is it's already getting a revised edition. So
all right.
It's like the revised rules are going to be on our new digital platform. Like, great. Okay. So up there now, I think are only the two systems. And did I see Coriolis? Something was it? It was an odd.
I would imagine Coriolis would be up there because
they have the new book that's out. But it was a weird like limited selection, maybe just for testing, just for early testing. But yes, so that brings us to the One Ring. So they announced they're doing a revised version of the core book for the One Ring. It will be compatible with everything they've published previously. They're streamlining the layout and the rules. So revised, hopefully not too many of the mechanics change. We're getting 2 major expansions with this revised rule set, the White Tower and the Hall of Gold, which will be Gondor and Rohan. And for 5e players, they're going to be getting, Realms of the South, the 5e port thing. Creatures Strange and Foul will be a bestiary of all the Servants of Evil. 5e players will get of Orcs and Evil Things. So they're still supplementing, stuff is coming up, but you're getting this revised core rule. So they've done this now. Alien, they did this with, now One Ring. Yeah.
I mean, the less cynical part of me goes, any game that's been out for any length of time, there are best practices. There are things that didn't really work the way you intended. I mean, just playing it, people realize, it's like these small changes are kind of better. So, yes, it's just what happens.
Yeah. And it's good that it's not a digital rule book that's updating monthly, So I guess the
cynical part of me goes, there's only so much Tolkien material to mine.
Right.
Well, seems Amazon like you're kind of reaching the end here. Revise that core rule book. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think they're just doing that so they can, keep crowdfunding and get more books out there. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to be going to Backer Kit this September to give you a collector's edition of the revised rules and to both of these core expansions in physical. And they will not. The exclusives will not be reprinted. So that silver and gold foiled printing, you'll never see it again. But I don't know. I don't know if Free League is gonna, if this is a good thing or not, because there's already, you can download anything that you buy from Free League through DriveThru RPG onto your phone, and you have a copy of it forever. It's, it's got the DRM, it's got your email on every page, but it's watermarked. But other than that, they're not saying no DRM either. They're just saying permanent. And the idea of saying permanent digital file means nothing. So I don't know.
Well, I think I know why they're saying that. Because the whole internet is full of stories about how I don't know, video game services or Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. It's like, hey, remember those games you bought? No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. right?
Yeah, but if you need to go through the Unbound, app to access it, if it is a PDF that you can open whatever way possible, yeah, I'm not sure. It just seems like, why are you making this platform to do this? Yeah, I don't know. Because
I wasn't sold on it either.
They already have a ton of stuff on Demiplane, and they already have put all their books on Drive-Thru, and then all their books and compendiums are already on all VTTs. So I don't know. Maybe they're expecting an apocalypse and all these digital platforms are going down. Anyhow, and the rest. So Professor, Marianne.
And the rest, yeah.
So what do we got? Paradox Interactive is giving us a 6th edition of Vampire. So yeah, an alpha of Vampire 6th edition surprised everyone at GenCon. So they're doing an alpha playtest. They're streamlining the rules and giving it modern mechanics, and people have said it's more similar to Blades in the Dark. And I was like, wow, that's okay. I don't quite know. So yeah, so the World of Darkness is getting a new system.
Well, I mean, Blades in the Dark, still haven't played it.
Yeah.
got the book at home, right?
Right.
It's fine. I mean, okay, I forget what version of Vampire I played. It was like Vampire the Requiem, and then the Strix Chronicles came out after that, and I don't know what version that was. But I mean, it was a dice pool system, right? It was a dice pool system. You total up your dice, you were looking for successes, and I mean, that's basically how dice pool system works. I mean, that's Blades in the Dark too. Although I guess Blades in the Dark is you roll a bunch of dice, and then the single highest result
is your
kind of your result. I mean, if they still use D10s, you could still do the same thing. Okay, here's my dice pool. Oh, there's my 10. There's the highest result, right?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, and we'll see how people get excited or don't about this. Because if it's too different, I mean, if they're looking for just new players and they want to kind of make things easier, that might be good. But of course, all the older players will have something to complain about, and they're in their 40s.
Well, if you want to complain about it, I mean, it's not like the old books suddenly disappeared, right?
They'll be in print. That's true. And Darrington Press, of course, Critical Role's publisher. So, they're responsible for Game of the Year, Daggerheart. Maybe you've heard of it. So it won Game of the Year for whatever reason. So they've got 2. So they just announced that through 2030, there will be 2 major books published for Daggerheart every year. So they're doing a lot of content. So kicking off an adventure penned by Chris Perkins. Yeah, because remember, Darrington Press has Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford.
Yeah.
They grabbed them up. So yeah, and they're also celebrate a milestone for Daggerheart. 1 million character sheets on Demiplane have been generated. And we probably did the first 5 of those. We were very early. We're early adopters. And if there's going to be a character, best character ever of Daggerheart,
Yep.
We did it again. Daggerheart's best character ever, the award would go to Jason Momoa. Definitely Arturo's Firebolt warrior that we played when we tried to play Daggerheart and never went back. And lastly, but not leastly, Catalyst Game Labs, Shadowrun. Shadowrun 6th edition, Hong Kong edition is coming out. And they're also doing a state-of-the-art 2084 source book for Shadowrun. And also, they previewed physical collector's covers of Shadowrun Anarchy 2.0. So Shadowrun keeps on going, and Catalyst keeps on going. And they also announced one last thing for Catalyst Games. He Who Fights Monsters is getting a tabletop RPG.
Never heard of this.
It's basically Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I didn't know what this was either. It's a book series. It's another one of these. I don't know if it's a RPG lit,
right?
Whatever, one of these lit RPG, whatever things. But the description of He Who Fights Monsters is, it's not easy making the career jump from office supply store's middle manager to the heroic interdimensional adventurer. At least Jason tries to be heroic, but it's hard to be good when all your powers are evil. He'll face off against cannibals, cultists, wizards, monsters, and that's just on the first day. He's going to need courage. He's going to need wit. He's going to need some magic powers of his own. But first, he's going to need pants. So that's Dungeon Crawler Carl, as far as I know. I haven't read either of those, but it sounds like the
So
same.
I guess that's your 4 stats. What?
Right, pants.
Courage.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
I forget what the other ones were.
Magic powers, wit, and pants.
Courage, wit, magic powers, pants.
Right.
There's your 4.
There's your stats right there.
There's your
Yeah.
stats.
They handled that pretty well. So yeah, yes, yet another thing based on I don't know if this is YA or lit RPG, whatever this is. This is going to be relentless because
This is like a fucking. If it is RPG, this is like the human fucking centipede, or like the Ouroboros. So it's like, okay, literature inspired by role-playing games.
Yep.
That then spawn a role-playing game
Right.
that RPG which then, like, how many layers of Inception we're going to get to here? Like, in the next 5 years, we're going to see, like, are we going to see, like, a lit inspired by the game that was inspired by the...
a coworker who recalls someone that fought monsters in his department. Yeah. It'll be great. I can't wait for this. Yeah, so that's weird. So they're licensing, I mean, and maybe, with this, I don't know if it's success, but there's a lot of momentum and popularity.
That's the reason. That's the reason. There's a lot of momentum, and so the powers that be that are managing these companies go, we need a piece of that.
Right. And if Dungeon Crawler Carl does well on Amazon or Netflix or wherever it's going for a series,
that's where it's going to go next.
Yeah, right? Then He Who Fights Monsters can be, what the competing thing, the Rings of Power to the yes. So we'll see. So not, I mean, and this is just the big stuff. I'm sure there was a lot more fun kind of indie press announcements. If you can even get in. I mean, GenCon is so packed with the big boys. I don't even know if there's much space for smaller publishers anyhow, but that is all the news that's fit
to complain about.
Yes. So yeah, we're moving towards a digital hellscape, and you're going to be able to play anything: Spider-Man, The Office, and Luke Skywalker in D&D 5.5.
To be fair,
right?
Why am I always this? To be fair, people were already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you remember the old, like, I was thinking about it the other day. Remember the old Wizard comics? Oh, sorry, the old Wizard magazines?
Yeah, Wizard.
Right, where, like, our fan cast, like, but back before superhero movies were a thing. Don't you remember their list of, like, we chose this person to be Wolverine, this person to be Flash, right?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of, like, around the same era, I remember, like, it was either the Dragon or Dungeon magazines, like, one of those, where it's like, hey, if you want to play Batman, or if you want to play like the Cape Crusader, here's how you do it in D&D 3, I think it was back then. So I mean, like, to be fair, it's always been going on.
They've always been giant, but now it's going to be officially licensed.
Yes, that's the difference. The difference now is, hey, we've partnered up, with whatever studios to bring you the official Office character. I don't even fucking know what it's going to be, right? Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not playing official, then you're going to get sued. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's not looking great, and I'm surprised that even Free League is looking at this and saying, "Well, we need our digital tool set and platform, and we got to be doing that."
I don't know. Like, based on that blurb you read, I do not see the point of it.
Yeah, it's redundant into so many services that already exist, but maybe they're just trying to make you feel like, no, but this is us. We're cool. Remember us?
I think like that is. I think what it is. It's like, we're cool.
right.
You'll actually own your PDFs, right?
Yeah, and with the, kind of the acquisition of Roll20 by Drive-Thru and stuff. So yeah, things are kind of merging and piling up. So we'll see where all this ends, but at least we're getting a really neutered Dark Sun without any
we're getting a super violent, extreme, kid, shrink wrap, maturity rating, God. Dark Sun.
If there's a nipple in that book and a severed head, I will. It'll
there's not going to be. There's not going to be. Like, we like the West.
How about a male nipple?
Nah, even that's going to get like that. That's not safe for Instagram. That like we as like Western culture are like weird about nudity. We will have the most like graphically grotesque, bloody stuff, and then we're like, no boobs though.
Yeah, right.
Or we'll go the other way, because the other thing I've been following on is that like Deathbringer RPG.
Oh yeah,
where it's just like there's been whole articles about like, look at the advertising campaign for Deathbringer. Why you got so many boobs on there, right? I'm like, nothing about that in the game whatsoever.
No
like,
boob mechanics.
Like, no. And
Right.
and honestly, I would respect him a lot more if he'd be like, you know what?
Right, yeah.
We're making a game that includes like sex and all that stuff. Like, not fatal. Don't do fatal again, right?
Right.
But like, it's this weird kind of like late 90s video game advertising where you look at it now and you're like, holy shit, that's some misogynistic
Yeah.
bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Remember
that's
that one
right.
about like the DualShock thing where it was like, now on both sides, and there was the lady was like, you're just like, whoa, man, what the fuck are you doing, right? You look at it now and you're just like, that's Deathbringer advertising. You're just like, really, Chief?
Oh, but it's
Yeah.
yeah,
Most anticipated game, right?
yeah, but it's got so many like legitimate, kind of independent designers affiliated with
Does
it
it?
now. Yeah, it does. Like the
Okay.
people that are writing for it, it's just the list of everyone that was at Gen Con,
Well,
putting
you know
their
what?
stuff.
Everyone's got to eat, right?
Yes.
Like, that's the thing about being a for-hire artist. You're just like, looking at your bank account,
Yeah,
all
you're
these
right.
malls are flying out. You're just like, am I going to have ethics and morals? Or am I going to put food on the table? Because, right? Anyway.
Yeah, so we'll see. What a Gen Con it was. Too bad we missed that. All right, so that's going to do it for this week. So where can people find you?
Blue Sky and Instagram to a limited extent. That's Hivemind, HYVEMYND, where now that the stupid textbook at work is kind of mostly out the door, I think I'm going to be a bit more active because I haven't really been doing anything for the past couple, like the month and a half, whatever, except reading my Monster of the Week books
Yes.
in preparation for
Sunday.
Yes. Right? Running a one-shot there. Not that anyone who's watching will be able to. Maybe they will. I saw Casey in the chat. Casey will be there, right?
Oh,
cool,
right,
yeah.
right.
So see you Sunday, Casey, right?
Nice.
And that's about it. So where can people find you?
Oh, so I'm still drawing my single panel gag cartoon. So you can check that out. Beast Cartoons on YouTube and Twitch. I did a live stream for a while. If you want to read the cartoon, it's at GoComics. So gocomics.com/domestic abuse. But if you like, and check out rcharvey.com. So rcharvey.com is a really great archive of all the writings of R.C. Harvey about comics and cartooning. But if you like what we're doing here on the weekly, consider becoming a weekling.
The strongest of all supporters.
You can do that at patreon.com/upturntable. If that tier will let us know that you're interested in what we're doing here, and you can suggest news articles and topics that would be interesting to discuss on
No
the
Dagger
channels. No Dagger Heart. But yes, so it's upturntable.com for basically the website for everything. You can get the same stuff as on the Patreon from being a YouTube member. So that's the join button below the video or on our channel page. Yes. And yes, so upturntable.com on all social media. And we will be back tomorrow with some Slay Industries. We're going to do the quick start for Slay Industries. And hopefully get those characters shooting and or mostly stabbing and crushing and that stuff.
Slaying. Right?
Slaying. And yes, so we're doing that tomorrow. So take a look for that actual play. We'll be getting back to Old School Essentials one of these weeks.
Nice.
And we'll be back again with a weekly next time.
Later, mortals.
Goodbye.
scars of my precious book. Oh, hell, broken TV rules, all that you could have lived. Now he stands up to his name. All the time, but not too late.
So we are back, and so let me double check if anybody's played any of this. Oh,
No lake having stupid in the middle of nowhere, Indianapolis Con.
All right, so that's still working. Gary's still complaining about it moving to Indianapolis, although I think he was there quite a bit. All right, so yeah, it was good to have Chris back. It was all GenCon talks. That wasn't the best. This wasn't the best episode to return to, but yeah. So let's take a look in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back we'll do some Slay tomorrow. Sorry. Got to get used to this mic being here. I was trying to keep it above the above the beard line. Oh, and Matt had some Matt had some good news. His son is engaged. Time's moving on. So that means Dylan is basically going to be out of any gaming for from now on, that's what happened here. Everyone was, slowly getting married, and then as soon as they had kids, they were absent from the RPG sessions from that point on. So yeah, expect that adjustment period. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. But what are we doing here? Yeah, it'll be cool to actually be so. Yeah, so we'll do Slay online tomorrow, and then Sunday, Chris is running Monster of the Week, so that'll be fun to give that a shot in person. We'll actually be all meeting up there, so that could be cool. It's been a while, and yeah, Chris even said leaving that I don't think I've run a game for a few years now. So I think the last thing that we played together in person was Outgunned, was the first, that introduction, that intro adventure to just the regular Outgunned. So very, very long ago. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, so Paul said yes. World of Warcraft and Star Wars, and all of the sinking franchises are combining to form an unsellable Voltron. Yeah, good point, Paul. Yeah, it's stuff that like people aren't even barely interested in anymore, and I think they're doing it so it's going to be taking place in the original trilogy, era, just to get people to, the old people that are abandoning. They don't. They only need to be concerned about them for a few more years. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, that's right. And thanks, Matt, for coming through with that name. Yeah, Tales of the Valiant is what they came up with. What Project Black Flag, I guess. Yeah, it turned out to be books of Kobold Press, and now they're just doing D&D again. So yeah, I guess they've forgive and forget and collect a check, or at least keep their people employed. So that's the thing that Paizo can't do. So all of the very distant kind of fourth tier publishers can forgive WotC for any transgressions and work with them again. And Paizo's like, we're their direct competitor. What if we can't do that? We just have to compete. Yeah, Joe's gonna sell some shirts, definitely. That's about it. Yeah, I don't know that Icons branding. That seems sort of desperate and a way to kind of make a distinction. Oh no, that's not that's our Icons. That's not current stuff. If there's anything that offends you, it's those weird old people that did this during the past 50 years. And Abyss was saying, by the way, I read an interesting discussion that noticed something about the art style and total presentation of the whole Dark Sun rework. They noted how much it resembles Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it just looks like another setting for Magic the Gathering, because there's no connecting design. Like when they had an artist like Brahm or Baxa did a lot of the black and white ink stuff, it had a style that went like throughout the whole books or everything. So yeah. Just looking like magic. Yeah, right. Yeah, Paul's saying, did they find the hidden manuscripts of the last Dune novels, or I mean the AD&D books in a safe deposit box that nobody knew about until it was time to make money? Yeah, who knows what these notes and things will be that are coming back. Oh, not the best. Oh, sorry, Matt. Yeah, I missed the not the best chance for everything that WotC was doing. Yeah, so it's very strange. Yeah, and Chris made a good point that they're not even setting it, as it is kind of a post-apocalyptic setting, and they're not even kind of talking about that. They're just like, look, you can pull somebody's head off and then kill them with your mind. That they did a little like 15-second trailer that looked like it was done by one of those studios that's doing that Warhammer slop now. Just like barely digital cell animation. It looks very low, low movement, very limited digital animation, and they just had a bunch of people hitting each other in the desert. Because they're saying, the high-level spells in Dark Sun are insane, by the way. They make normal D&D look like baby's first steps type of stuff. Nice. Oh, yeah, rules, light, and horror. Skeptical, Matt's talking about, need a good, for the, is that maybe for 13 Omens? Oh, right, because it's per session, yeah. Yeah, so was that Scary Stories? What was that we talked about? Yeah, the guys with the podcast are doing a horror story, Strange Stories, maybe. They're doing a horror stories kind of one-shot thing, and then this is going to be a horror story one-shot thing with a pass around the bag. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, so more things to compete. Yeah, Paul's saying, more things to compete with Call of Cthulhu and Vegas Senate convention one-shots. Right. But better than the WotC options, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying still don't understand Unbound. It's a resource that includes a character builder and even 3D dice, but it isn't a VTT. So why not go all the way? Yeah, that's the strange thing, Demiplane. So it's almost like they're wanting people to integrate either devices at the table in person or have something that can be, tools that you use both in online games and in person. But yeah, it's very strange. Hey, Casey, how's it going? So Chris said, I'll see you, Casey, at the Monster of the Week on Sunday. So that's cool. Very cool. Meet in person. It's been a long time to meet in person at all. Yeah, Chris ran an Alien. We just did a fraction, like just a little tiny piece of one of the cinematic adventures. I think it was Destroyer of Worlds. But we didn't get very far, and everyone just kind of gave up and ate their fruit and walked away. So hopefully Monster of the Week will be more fun. Matt saying, oh man, Vampire 6. Maybe one of the shittiest film presentations I've seen. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the stream stuff. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, so Matt's saying the Vampire 6 talk was pretty bad. Wow. Yes. Oh, interesting. And Paul's saying, Blades in the Dark is a step down from the storyteller system, so prefers the original. Yeah, I wonder why they're doing that. I wonder what the thinking is. And I'm not sure how accurate the it's Blades in the Dark esque, because maybe it's just D6s or something that force that. Matt saying, rock, paper, scissors was the go-to resolution mechanic for vampire LARPers in the 90s who wanted to annoy people at Denny's at 2 a.m. Vampire LARPing at Denny's. The 90s. Yeah. Jeez. But yeah, we'll see what comes of any of this. It's really weird. It's just, they've realized, and I think for years we've been talking about that on the weekly, that they've got definitely two distinct audiences for D&D, and they're trying to please both of them, and they can't make products for both. So it's weird, but I think that's what like doing these icons or this mature content branding is. It's gonna, interest maybe people that were giving up. Who knows? Oh yeah, are we good, Abyss, for Slay tomorrow? Nice. That will be good. Yeah, speaking of 90s, get your 90s edgelord on, because that's what we're doing. You're playing to the camera as well in Slay. Yeah, and I'll read the that little intro that one the comment that one of the viewers put on our character creation session, kind of filling us in on some of the details of the setting. That was pretty cool. Unstable schizo Chad that is built like a tank. Let's do this. Nice. Hey Quark, how's it going? Yeah, good to see everybody in the chat. Oh my god, we've got, is that right? I guess you put GenCon in the title, and you never, or I guess at the end of the title. I don't know if you even see that. But yeah, so Weekly's getting some views. Damn, 35 people. What's going on? If we ever hit triple digits, we'll have to murder somebody live to do triple digits. But that'll be amazing. Nice. Well, good to see everyone. Some Gen Con talk. But oh yeah, I should put the is the URL? Oh yeah, there it is. It's right above my head on the chat thing. But yeah, so take a look at those links for. I think literally the Paizo one is down to hours. But the basic roleplay, and that's what's cool about the basic roleplay bundle is even if you just do the lowest tier, like the 4 books, they are the engine, the BRP engine and stuff. So it's kind of, if that's what you're there for, that's a good way to get that PDF really cheap. Because yeah, I'd like to get a physical copy of that book one of these days, because that's cool that they released that. And that was another thing that happened, I think, right after the OGL scandal, is Chaosium said, oh, here is no setting, the rule set, our rule system for basic role play. I think that came out, like, the timing was very funny with that. And I just got notification for the Rob Kuntz modules that are coming. So I should put a link to this, but Wayne's Books they've done occasionally reprints of the 2014, I think, trio of modules that Rob ran. The Black Blade Publishing did Cairn of the Skeleton King, Tower of Blood, and the original Bottle City. So not too many of these were ever published, and Rob ran these for the Lake Geneva Castle and Campaign group, and they've been reproduced. And the cool thing is, especially for Bottle City, they reproduced the original map in color, so the paper's all faded and it's all ballpoint pen and everything on grid paper, with the Scotch tape holding it together. I can't wait to see that. So those should be on the way. Reproduction of those modules. And the other cool thing is it's filled, Tower of Blood is filled with all the original Jim Holloway art. So Jim Holloway, probably know from Paranoia and stuff. But yeah, some really good Holloway art in the Tower of Blood, and also in Cairn of the Skeleton King. He did the art for that as well. That's pretty cool, and I'm glad. Yeah, so they do like short runs of reproductions of those modules, and they usually sell out pretty quick. Let me see if they're still available. But yeah, check out Wayne's Books for RPG stuff. They have a lot of, people are selling a lot of their classic modules and stuff, so the prices can be a little eye-watering. But they do have some collectible, reasonably priced stuff. Yeah, they used to set up at San Diego Comic-Con, mostly bringing, the graphic novels and stuff, but they kind of recreated their bookstore in the convention hall. So it was really cool. It was like a real casual, nice place to browse and stuff, compared to, how a lot of the other sellers set up their tables and stuff, where they're like staring at you the whole time. It was just basically a bookstore that you passed by the cash register on your way, out of the booth. So very cool. But yeah, lots of very expensive, but yeah, they've got like very late printings, like the Greyhawk supplement for original white box, kind of stuff, not in great shape, but for $70. But they're very late printings. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, and they did the reproduction of these modules are done the way modules are. They're not stapled together, that there's actual stuff. They're removable. The cover is just wrapping everything up. So cool stuff. Yeah, so I can't remember which VTT I set up Slate Industries on. I'm suspecting it might be Foundry, so hopefully that we won't have any technical glitches for that. But yeah, hopefully the character sheet and everything will work, because that's the was that S5S mechanic for Slay. So we're gonna be rolling success dice, but also a different color success die from the skill dice. So hopefully that'll work on the VTT, because I think that's what I made the choice, because it was able to handle those dice. It rolled them separately. If not, and if I put this together on Roll20, which I don't think I did, we'll be struggling. We'll have to roll one die, and then it'll have to be two separate rolls, which won't be the end of the world. But it'd be cool to have a nice integrated, the character sheet and everything work well. Nice. Yeah, so I'll show off those modules, those repros of the old Rob Kuntz modules when they make it. And maybe we'll get a chance to play. I think they're all AD&D though, but yeah, we'll get a chance to mess around in those one of these days. So good stuff. Yeah, I was really worried trying to get what was glitching on me. Yeah, so setting up the new microphones. I was worried that was going to work, but oh yeah, just logging just logging into YouTube was trying to do that two-factor authentication, send a message to your phone, and nothing was coming. So I'm like, great, I can't log in to see what it's looking like on the internet. Yeah, I've had a lot of errors recently. That's been strange with a lot of stuff on my phone and in on my laptop. So I hope those don't carry over to when we're streaming. Yeah, so get that big comment to read, and I'll do a little like setup preamble, because it's been so long since we created those characters, to kind of get everybody back in the mood of that setting. That Edge Lord, super cool setting. Yeah, and it's if we continue this, it's fun, and this might be a good game because it is kind of job based. So this might be a good game to drop in and out of with characters, because you can kind of assemble a team before every job you take. So that might make it easier for each session it to be a different combination of characters, and one guy's taking it easy back at the his corporate apartment. But yeah, it should be good. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the I did an unboxing of this. Because I mentioned this and didn't have this. This is the thing that I was when I did the unboxing. I was frustrated I didn't have. They did the pocket box, plastic plastic reproduction for both Melee and Wizard, the Steve Jackson, the basis for Fantasy Trip. And this was the box that had kind of the extras and stuff. So during the pandemic, that was one of the things. I got their big box from their crowdfunder, shipped to Japan, that had everything they'd produced for the Fantasy Trip so far. And the cool thing was, this old reproduction box. When I was doing that 250 years of RPG stuff, this was the one thing I was missing to show off for Fantasy Trip. But they did such a cool job, because it's the sorry, I forget my microphone's right there. But they did the crappy little D10 or D6s with the just the white, the cheapest possible in the 80s stuff, and then all of the sorry, the microphone is so sensitive, and then all the counters, and they're a much heavier card stock for this reproduction than they would have been back in the day. They've just been tag sheets that you just have to cut out yourself, like Car Wars and stuff. But then reproductions of all the black and white books and maps and stuff. Yeah, this was such a treasure when I saw this in that collection. It's definitely my favorite thing, and I didn't have this. It was here when I was doing the unboxing. So that's what all this stuff was in the Fantasy Trip. But yeah, gotta love the those pocket boxes. I think somebody they're still doing reproductions of those for Car Wars and Ogre and stuff. Yeah, that would be the way I'd want to play them, because I know Ogre has gotten into this like ridiculous scale with physical models of the tanks and stuff. But with the the counters and stuff. That's how you played it after school. That was why it was so easy to deal with. You just had this in your backpack and you put it on the kitchen table at your friend's house and played where you're demolishing a bag of Funyuns or some horrible snack. Oh man. But yeah. So fantasy trip would be something. I'm not sure what kind of support it has. I wonder how much I might just have to build it in alchemy or something. I'm not sure what kind of support it has on VTTs, but that'd be fun to try. Yeah, I wanted to cover up. I had all the the cheesy 5th edition Rick and Morty and Stranger Things and stuff, and I didn't want people to get the wrong idea about the cast. All right. Yeah, so we'll be online about this time tomorrow for some Slay. So just the 3 of us. I think it'll just be Matt, Abyss, and myself. And yeah, and I'll report back how Monster of the Week went. And that'd be cool if that group works well, or if at least a majority of that group works well. That'd be cool to like make that a regular thing, like meet once a month or whatever as a regular thing, and do it here instead of the weird public activity halls that people rent to do this kind of stuff. So you're just in like basically like a conference room or like a classroom with a bunch of chairs and tables, and they're always too small here. Like everything is scaled down, so you hit your knees on the table trying to sit down, all that fun stuff. But we'll see. Mountain Dew and Funyuns. Yeah, and trying to drink a whole 2-liter so that it can go flat. Yes, Steve Jackson was the ultimate minimalist, Matt's saying. Oh yeah. Oh, so just this. I think this is empty now. Oh no, there's stuff in here still. So in here, oh yeah, so this is just some of the remaining. What did I say? Oh, there was some bonus stuff. Yeah, most of the stuff is in the other giant box, but it's character sheets on little pads and NPC cards. Look at this infinite number of NPC cards, and blank cards as well. So I think they did pre-gens for like a starting adventure, and that it can also be used as NPCs. And then, oh wow, yeah, that's right. There's 2 versions. Check this out. Yeah, we gotta do some fantasy trip. That'd be great. So they have for this like all-in thing, they did 2 versions. So they did like a baseball card size, playing card size version of the character sheet, and then the larger version. It's the same basic info, but more room to write, less symbols, more words. And then they did some a whole set of cards, which I think were initially NPCs for one of the adventures. Yeah, I think they're NPCs for the adventures, but you can probably reuse them anywhere because they're pretty basic. But yeah, so they've got character art, portraits and stuff. Yeah, I can put the I unboxed all this stuff back like 5 years ago, but then it's like bonus like Munchkin cards and stuff that they included a Munchkin bookmark. Oh yeah, that's right, because I think at the time they were promoting Munchkin Age of Sigmar. So there was a bunch of that stuff in here too, but it's just kind of the loose stuff, sorry, that didn't have anywhere else to go. Yeah, so here they're promoting Munchkin 40K and Gelatinous, their green D6s. Oh, that's right. They got pretty into doing dice as well, didn't they, for all their different games? Yeah, so Warehouse 23 is where I ordered this big crazy thing from. It was a huge box too, but I figured, yeah, during the pandemic there, but yeah, it was just something fun to go through and dream about playing when we can get back together. But yeah, all the books, I've still got all the books back on the shelves at home and stuff. I just brought some of the bigger boxes that I was running out of room for. But yeah, that was a fun box. That was a very cool, wait a minute. Can I search this channel? Yes, I can. I'll put the link here real quick. But the, yeah, that's one of those things that'd be fun to get around to. It's harder, and somebody made an interesting point. You definitely have an advantage as a role player if you stayed in kind of your hometown, because let me search the channel. Because it is much. Someone was asking something I was reading. Someone was asking about, oh, how do you find a group? How do you put this, put together? What should you do? And I think that's the problem that a lot of people are having, and it's always been a problem. But playing with friends and people their personalities and aren't going to throw you these weird curveballs and things, just like kind of random people you would meet online, or just looking for a group, from a local game store or whatever. Yeah, the I Want It All box. Oh yeah, so it was still Idle Red Hands days too. Still back in the day. There we go. That's the unboxing for all of the stuff that came in that fantasy trip box, and I flipped through the books and stuff too. But yeah, it's so people you grew up with and stuff are always going to be so, even if they they don't take it seriously or whatever, just people that you know the kind of person that they are and stuff, so that you're not getting this unexpected weirdness, and especially with the younger generation and all them foregrounding their mental disorders and stuff and making that an identity. It's got to be so hard to play with people. So I feel incredibly lucky that we have a group of people that we can play online and enjoy each other's personalities and everything, and that it's not just disruptive. Because a lot of when it's been all expats, you get some combinations that are bad. You get some weird combinations and some people that just have really bad personality clash, and there's a limited number of people that are even interested in tabletop role playing. So yeah, finding groups and stuff, and it's anybody younger. If you're under 30, it's only 5e. Like there's everyone, and even if people play something different, they play that and their regular 5e game. Like so many role players are like, you got to play 5e. I mean, why would you not be doing that? So that's hard. You get it's difficult to find a group and then also agree on not playing 5e. So that's what Chris has been such a treasure, because having no interest in that and having some real bad experiences even trying to do it has been fun. It's formed the personality, I think, of this of the weekly, definitely of the original podcast and the weekly. But yeah, it's tricky. So it's good to stay in your hometown and play with the people you played with in high school, because that can and people that whenever they talk about groups that have been doing running a campaign for 30 years or whatever, it's just people that grew up together and had that same kind of nerdy interest. It's hard to assemble that from scratch, or with such a weird limited group. And yeah, even outside of Japan, it gets weirder, because Southeast Asia and Eastern Europe, different places, you have access to stuff. Like, people's lifestyles are pretty pretty crazy. Yeah, I've been seeing so many unboxings. It gets pretty crazy. Oh yeah, I just got Outgun Superheroes came yesterday. It's the holiday season in Japan, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to get that open. But yeah, we get to see all the fun superhero stuff that Two Little Mice did for Outgun Superheroes. And yeah, I really want to do maybe a series of one shots that compares those systems. A superhero comparison would be fun. Play some really old stuff like Villains and Vigilantes, and then play some of the newer stuff. And there's there's a crowdfunding for a half-assed DC game. But we've got Invincible and Outgun Superheroes, and then it was just on the shelf. Something Shot City, the basically the Troika version of a superhero game. Yeah, there's so the fun Hot Shot City. What's it called? There'll be some fun things to try. Making different superheroes. I'm worried, and I want to see how they handle that, because the quick start and the materials for the crowdfunder for Two Little Mice just looked like analogs, like, oh, here's Doctor Strange, here's Iron Man, here's Doctor Doom. Like, the characters they did for their quick start just looked like a Marvel movie with the serial numbers filed off and a little bit of gender swap, or trying to get things to not look exactly like it. So I hope they give you a system that's fun, just like their flicks for Outgunned. I think they will. That has the powers and everything separated out, so you don't just say, I'm playing not Spider-Man versus not Batman. Yeah, so we'll see, because I think that's kind of the fun of the superhero stuff, is coming up with your a weird gimmick, a weird origin, and whether you have a secret identity or are just all out there as the super genius that you are, with your tower in the middle of Manhattan. Yeah, so we definitely got to get to that, have a superhero marathon of games. Yeah, because we are getting, I don't know how much, we're getting to the end of X4, so I'm curious if we'll take a break or if we'll go right into X5 for Old School Essentials. Yeah, and we still have, there's still a lot of good modules to play that with, that I think I can connect it all. I think I can get this all happening in the same the same lands, at least on the same continent, and keep the group going. Yeah, but that's been fun. So yeah, we'll see if Slay Industries is satisfying in that same way that Old School Essentials has been for kind of that BX experience. This will be the more 90s, the edgier version of roleplay. Nice. Yeah, and revising. So they've revised Aliens, One Ring, and Modiphius revised, or they didn't do a revise. They did a full second edition of Star Trek, because they took the D6s out of it. So yeah, we've had some games that we've talked about on the channel from their crowdfunding already getting new versions. But yeah, like Chris said, they need to keep buying books. You've already bought that core book. Well, how about like a cleaner layout, and we're going to change some of the wording? Would you buy that? Yeah. So interesting. Oh, sorry. Let me keep a better eye on the chat here. Matt saying, it's too bad Champions reads like a tax manual. It's probably the most open superhero game. Yeah, definitely. I remember my friend, so I bought Villains and Vigilantes and he bought Champions. Yeah, and it ended up that Champions integrated with Car Wars, so I think we ended up playing that once. And I don't think we got Villains and Vigilantes to the table, but we did make characters. Nice. So for the new folks, this is the after show. Yes, kind of the post-credit scene. Yeah, so Chris is limited to a lunch break. And so this is me kind of reading the chat, just elaborating on, just kind of gauging the room. Thank you, Matt, for clarifying in the chat, because people may be lurking and going, who, what are we talking about? What's going on? Yeah, so just try to catching up people on the schedule for the channel when we're doing actual plays and stuff, and what new stuff might be showing up. But yeah, and so we switched. So we've got the wireless mics now. Hopefully the battery life will be good enough to do sessions, and with the mixer, we could actually mic everybody at a table for an RPG. That would be amazing. Yeah. So that could be a thing, because that seems so far out of reach. Because early days when we had the big table and we had the Monster Hearts games and stuff, I really wanted to put individual mics on people. And one of the players said, he could do that, but I just had to buy all the stuff. And then I was looking at how much that cost. It was prohibitive. Prohibitive is the word. But I want to thank the patrons and members to the channel. So I think the video adapter, that the new one we had to buy, that was dedicated to Golarion's support of the channel. So we'll make Abyss we'll dedicate these the wireless mics to Abyss. So thank you for being a member for so long on YouTube, and making it possible to upgrade stuff, because yeah, my mic fell over and I think the XLR got bumped, and hopefully it wasn't the actual socket for the mic, but it there was a lot to remove that from last week's cast. So figure we would test these out this week and upgrade, and it's real doubly in the headphones, but if it's sounding clear on the channel, then I think we'll just keep going with that. And the nice thing is they have noise cancellation built in, so I can have the air conditioning on. We don't have to do the 30 seconds to clean stuff up. Just hopefully the audio quality isn't a huge step down, because these MXL mics are really nice. You just got to talk into them. So when Chris and I turn and talk to each other, we both go off mic the whole time. So I'm always, kind of riding the normalization to try to get things more even in the audio only version. But this is nice because we can actually walk around. We can actually stand and do the cast and stuff, if there's any reason to do that. But yeah, so this should open things up to a lot more movement, and actually flexibility with our our setup here, because all we have to do is have the mixer somewhere that's that everything's going into. So we shall see. But yes, thank you, members and patrons, for making it possible. Where's the spam bot? Oh yeah, should we get? Yeah, if Twitch spam keeps popping in there, yeah, maybe we should get a getting. Was there a Twitch? I don't think we're getting. Oh geez, maybe we are. Did somebody raid us and not tell us what? Yeah, what is going on? Yeah, this is the biggest number of views we've had, so maybe something is going weird on the channel. Yeah, but usually they're just, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think just when we're sending to the same places. Let's see what sorry, I'll switch back to the it's saying it's all on YouTube. Yeah, so I wonder if somebody. Yeah, nobody's popped up in the chat and said they're raiding, because usually if someone sends people over for a raid, they people announce themselves and harass you. But yeah, it looks like it's all coming from YouTube. Yeah, 70 viewers. Wow. So now me rambling to 70 viewers makes absolutely no sense. So, but maybe someone was kind and sent and rated our channel. Yeah, this is all on YouTube. Yeah, crazy. Maybe finally we've been recognized by YouTube as worthy of it's fussing over the views and what's popular and what's not. It's obviously just this gate that YouTube is like opening and closing, because if you post regularly, all of a sudden you've got all these subs that are just regularly showing up, and it's like, yeah, but then when you look at the individual videos, they didn't generate any new subscription, the subscriptions. So it's obviously just this gate that they open and close. People don't find you. No, now they find you. Now they don't find you. Now they find you. Yeah, it's so stupid to base anything on on whatever YouTube decides to do. Crazy. And I still haven't figured out what they're push everybody to make shorts, but the shorts don't monetize unless you've got like millions of views. So I guess they're probably using like a TikTok scale or something. You have to be in the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views for monetization to even matter. Yeah, it just keeps going up. Uh-oh, YouTube Shorts is doing it. Are we doing shorts? Are we short? I can switch over to portrait if it would help. Yeah, that's the other thing I figured out. Yeah, because we have to make the portrait orientation for the video. It's just the chat, or it's just like whatever's on the TV in the middle, because Chris and I sit so far apart. So we have to put our heads on top of each other to make a make one of those vertical videos, which is silly. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So it's people just scrolling past this TV with a Dark Sun picture on it, going, "What? What is that?" Yeah, because you can't even read the way that I did the uh, opacity on the logo. You can barely even read the logo. Yes. So not real views. Boo. Well, I love the dozen or so people that are faithful and tune in every week. Much appreciated. And if anybody's been lurking for a long time, just speak up in the chat and get we'll get you on the Discord if you enjoy kind of the games we talk about and what we talk about on the channel. It's always fun to have people in. Oh yeah, and Matt, you got to hit up your friend that went to GenCon about how it was. Abyss says, Matt, can you remind me tomorrow to bring up editing? Is this criticism of editing? No. Yeah, but the Ennies were Dolmenwood won. They didn't win Game of the Year. The Daggerheart got that, but Dolmenwood got like 4 Ennies or something. But I'm starting to be so suspect of the Ennies. If they gave Game of the Year to Daggerheart, I don't know what they're even talking about. Because like we talked about on the Discord, wasn't Daggerheart 2024? Like when we played it a long time ago. How did it qualify this year? But we shall see. And how are we going to pass around a virtual bag of dice on a VTT to play 13 Omens? Oh, that's interesting, because that is the one thing, of course they could just have a random, dice generator thing you could do. You could do that on a VTT, but like really focusing on one shots with a draw mechanic from a drawing dice from a bag really pushes we want you to meet with people and play this game. So I wonder if it's going to limit its popularity, or if they're going to say, no, there's a virtual bag and dice. Believe it, we can do that. Yeah, because what was the other one? The looters, where it was like the intention of the game was to really be able to control the time that it takes. So if you're getting close to when people need to start leaving, okay, now you got to get out of the dungeon. There's a lot of people thinking about, you're not going to have a regular group meeting, you're not going to have a lot of time to do stuff, so here's a game that would fit that. So maybe they're solving a problem that may or may not exist. So how bad is that ambulance on these mics? Because it should have noise cancellation, so anything coming from that far away should be canceled out, but it got pretty loud. So very cool. All right. But I was so glad that this was an easy install for these mics. I was hoping, I wanted to separate our voices because they're coming in on different channels on the mixer, but I couldn't isolate them so exactly. But hopefully the sound quality is good enough. It'll keep going. But that might be. I think Abyss nailed it. Is they're putting anybody that's live streaming is getting people seeing that when they're scrolling their shorts. But we'll be back. Be back tomorrow at this time with some 90s edgelord madness. So this should be fun. I really want to, because they mention that, but they don't in the writing of the quick start and the other adventures and stuff that I've read, they don't push that so hard. Here's an opportunity to do this, or here's an opportunity to do this. But remember, for the players, the cameras are on you all the time. So, and I like the fact that spectacular success, but also spectacular failure earns you the ratings points. So if you look like a clown and you almost get yourself killed and fall on your ass, that is also good for ratings. So it'll be fun. And the other thing, we'll talk about this, but the initiative system that they use and how they want people that have the best initiative to be able to kind of see what the other people are doing. So you're supposed to choose actions, from the slowest to the fastest, and giving the people that are going to act first basically knowledge of what everyone's doing. So I'll figure that out, because I know Matt's not a fan of that of that kind of initiative combat stuff. So I think I'll change it to more of, you can ask, hey, Matt donated. What did you? Oh, Matt. Steve Jobs said no. Oh no. Your Apple Pay said, no, you can't do that. Well, thanks, Matt. We should gift some memberships. I wish the channels could just have that as an option. I mean, I guess they want the money. 100. Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, this must be new, because we've never hit triple digits before. So hello. Hey, well, stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. You just have to do really interesting things, because you never know which second of the live stream people are going to, all they're going to see is this. Like, this is all people are going to be going through, and this is all they're going to see. So I guess for this section, I'm going to have to lean in, and but with these new mics, I can. Yeah, so maybe Chris and I will have to sit very close so that we're center. I actually heard somebody saying that filmmakers are starting to think about that, like framing action and things in movies. So instead of the CinemaScope, where you've got this like long narrow picture, we've got two people on opposite ends of the frame, for whatever effect, that people are like putting much more stuff dead center, because then for vertical oriented trailers and stuff, that works really well, because you want just keep stuff happening in the middle. And I think it's more for like streaming series and stuff. The framing is becoming so center frame, because of how they want to use that. Well, thank you, Matt. Matt chipped in for the mics as well, so you get to hear the much more mobile thing. Yeah, it'll be funny if that happens tomorrow. If the same weird effect will happen tomorrow, the shorts spiking our view numbers, because there's just a VTT and some pictures and some tokens. Abid says we should do a separate podcast thing one time, just to discuss the matter of things with things like the Ennies. Oh yeah, we should do an Ennies, like what the hell. Yeah, because like I said, when I went in to vote for some of the publishers and designers that I liked for the Ennies, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't even know was out there, that was really beautiful, really well made. Like, there's some people that are doing like very specific, very beautifully designed adventures. A lot of the stuff, of course, is for 5e and stuff, but it's some really interesting, nice settings. Hey, Abyss, thank you. Matt, soon to be a boomer. Nice. Yes. Oh, Matt, we can't. We're gonna have to make a rule: no grandpas in the group, right? Yeah, I think Matt and our kids are almost the same age, so yeah, we're both at risk for doing that. So the first one to become a grandfather has to step down from the gaming group. No grandpas gaming. What is that? Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be good to go through the talk about the Ennies and other stuff. Yeah, that would be a really good idea. Yeah, I think I'll have some time. The beginning of next week will be a little hectic, but there'll be some time after that, so we'll give it a shot. Yeah, and have kind of a little round table, because why do we have to go? I mean, it's fun to promote other people's channels and stuff, so the gray noise was a really good idea, Matt. But we've already got a group with opinions, and those opinions show up on Discord, but why not have a discussion? Yeah. People still, there were so many comments about how mean we were being to Daggerheart when we had our kind of post-mortem for Daggerheart, and everyone was like, what the hell was that, and what was even that? And people were like, you guys are so mean, you didn't even want to like it. It was very funny. Yeah, no, I think that's good, because that's the weekly does have to kind of confine itself. Oh, and I did give It didn't come up because Chris is too opinionated. But as a joke, I gave Chris the text. So I said, yeah, anytime you're asked to give an opinion about any WotC products, Chris can just use the on advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution. Don't incriminate yourself as a D&D 5e hater. But it didn't come up because Chris had an opinion about everything we were talking about. And that gag would have not, if that went on too long, it would just become annoying. But it is amazing how many times you can say that when you're talking to the U.S. Congress. Remember that, folks. Yeah, so I think that's the other thing. And I wish I wish there was a way for like people that were already members or subscribers. I wish we could integrate that in with Patreon or YouTube so that people could that were already supporting us could just do random super tips included. Maybe I'll message them and see if there is integration, because they probably already have like an API or something that can hook in and just haven't told everybody about it, or maybe they want you to pay more or whatever, subscribe to it. But that would be cool as a added value. But thanks, Matt and Abyss, for contributing and helping helping us get more. Yeah, because you could do a portable. So these mics are pretty cool because you can actually record on just to your phone. It's got a USB-C or a Lightning, because I think this is not the newest technology. A USB-C to your phone, and you can just use a recording app on your phone, and every wireless mic can connect to it. I don't know what the limit is, but then you could have a whole table of people. The mic is here, and I don't know. Hopefully, you could be getting separate tracks so that if someone's eating or sneezing or whatever, you can take it out. But that would be very cool for in-person RPGs. It would revitalize my interest in trying to get a group that can do that. Yeah. Oh no, we did. Yeah, we did have we had varied opinions, but I think any of the criticism, I think there were a lot of people, maybe there were critters, that were just like, oh, they're building an RPG and Daggerheart's so wonderful. So they didn't want to hear anything negative. And maybe they, their algorithm and stuff for the people that they, followed on YouTube and stuff was all positive, and we love Daggerheart, and Darrington Press is awesome. And then we came up the algorithm. Yeah. But I'm telling you, we got to cast your vote. If there is a best Daggerheart character PC of all times, Jason Momoa is going to win that by a landslide. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I think that was just a very very sensitive topic, especially because that was like right after it was announced. We played that because they had that digital package for Demiplane. So we played that like early days. I think there were very few other people. Oh yeah, and I noticed the I totally blanked on it, but the quick start that we played, the fantasy game that's kind of like a corporate structure that's based on the French comic, something Inc. Dungeons Inc. or something. I can't remember the name of it. But we are the only actual play that's not played by the designers of that game on YouTube. So people have been finding that more and more. That's like coming up in the results, and people are commenting on it because we're the only ones that played it. It was very funny. Good stuff. Oh, Jub is a nominee, definitely. That's right. Well, we just got to take those characters out of that system, and we can enjoy them some more. Yeah, we definitely had fun though. But I think you could throw any setting and rule set at us, and we could have fun with it, just because we enjoy the medium. But yeah, the stuff that Daggerheart was trying to do, and especially because they were also saying, what they're calling them, frameworks or whatever. You could have this you could basically have Dark Sun in Daggerheart, or you could have something more sweet and whatever, non-confrontational, just a bunch of tea and scones. Yeah, we shall see. But yeah, that was I really, the only thing that I really enjoyed about the process of the Daggerheart thing was seeing how well Demiplane integrated with the Roll20 VTT. That was pretty impressive. Very interesting character sheets. I think a lot of people, though, that only play, and that might be a big motivation, to only play 5e and only play modules and stuff that people have built out for a specific VTT, because then the quality of everything goes up. Because how we're playing stuff now is pretty bare bones, and it's just pictures and some grids and some tokens, which is all you need. But the people that do the full integration with the the area of visibility and all the different kind of stuff that you can do on a VTT, opening and physically opening and closing doors, and then you can see into the room. I mean, it's too video game, but I think a lot of people, especially younger players, are already addicted to that. They like that level of production. Yikes. All right. But yeah, let's meet again. I'm gonna remember where my mic is. We gotta do it. All right. So yeah, let's do this again. So Matt and Abyss, get ready to rumble. And remember, in Slay, the tax on bullets is very high. So you may go broke, machine gunning down any adversaries. So get up close, because that's what the viewers want. Melee the hell out of everything. Yeah, we'll go over all of that before the start of the session. It should be fun to do. But okay, everybody, take care, and thank you so much. Things like this stupid little button on my shirt, would not be possible without the support of members and patrons. So thanks so much for supporting the channel. And if you're new to the channel, check out the links in the description for Humble Bundles and also other stuff that we've done on the channel. And there's a drive-through link as well, drive-through RPG. So thanks so much, and we'll be back again next week. And come back tomorrow, especially if you're seeing us on a short video that's vertically oriented. Come back tomorrow for Slay Industries. We'll play the quick start of their very first job, and we'll see how it goes. So take care, and see you then. Goodbye.